Peace. It's your boy Romello Skuggs from Undisputed Spit. Before we start this video, subscribe to the channel for the latest boxing content from us. Before I start this video, I just want to give kudos to women's boxing. That Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano was potentially the fight of the year for men and women. I really don't pay attention to women's boxing. I know it's 10 rounds in 2 minutes. And it lived up to the hype. I must confess, I do need to do more women content on women boxing content rather. I know a few women boxers, but this fight was crazy. It reminded me of Pacquiao and Marquez and Hagler Hearns. Give me some more Barrera and Aaron Morales. It reminded me of one of those. They were just duking it out. I gave Amanda Serrano the victory in a close razor edge victory, but that fight was crazy. I had to watch it for myself. And I admit I don't watch women's boxing, but I will from now on. I became a fan from watching that fight. Now, what I want to talk about today is the Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez fight that happened Saturday. Shakur Stevenson got the unanimous decision, well deserved. I think he dominated that fight. I gave him 11 rounds to 1. Oscar Valdez had success in the 3rd round. He caught Shakur in the body. That shook him a little bit. But Shakur Stevenson is so great. He snapped out of it and became the talented fighter that he is. And speaking of Shakur Stevenson, a superstar is born. A star is born. Shakur Stevenson, to me, in my opinion, is the most talented fighter in the business today. It's a lot of talented fighters. You got Canelo, Bud, and the usual suspects. But someone that's coming up, I think Shakur Stevenson is the most talented. I'm going to repeat that. He is the most talented fighter today. The reason Shakur Stevenson is so talented and great, he understands distancing. That's very important in boxing. He understands distancing when he can hit you, but you can't hit him, or he gets hit rarely. So he know how to use the ring, and he know how to use his distance to hit you, constantly hitting you, and you can't do nothing with it. And his defense is great too. He reminds me of a young Floyd, when he was Pretty Boy. Not money, but when he was Pretty Boy. He was offense, but also he used his defense to get out of situations. When the opposing fighter think they have you on the ropes, and he uses defense and his craftiness to get you out, to get out the situation. So again, Shakur Stevenson is the most talented fighter. What's next for him? I think he needs to move up in weight. I think he needs to move to the 135. That's the money division for him. And I don't think nobody in 135 can see him. The only person I think can give Shakur a little problems or some problems to me is Lomachenko. That's due to his ankles. His ankles is like, it's so confusing, but it's so great too. It's so smooth. It's confusing. You don't know he's going left, and you know when he's left, then he goes right. You know what I'm saying? So I think Lomachenko be a kind of tough for him, but I think Shakur Stevenson is going to be reign supreme in 135 too. I don't think nobody can beat him. Everybody say Tank. Tank has power, and he can box too. But I just think Shakur IQ is like separates himself from everybody else. He's just too crafty. He's too slick. And he's great, man. He is great. He's great. His reflexes is great. He is a great fighter, man. I must give respect to him. That's all I want to talk about today is the Shakur Stevenson fight versus Oscar Valdez. I think, before I close it out, Oscar Valdez is a soldier. He's a warrior. Most Puerto Rican fighters are warriors. I think he'd be champion again. I just think I underestimated Oscar Valdez. He came out with heart, but he just got beat by a superior boxer, and ain't no shame in losing to a superior boxer. So, yeah. Well, that's enough for me for today. I'm Romello Skuggs from Undisputed. Catch y'all next time. Peace.